正在看中央电视台的两个男人在外地。
I'm Larou.
And I'm Nick.
And I never got circumcised.
I did. Give it back. They did at the synagogue.
For me, they actually said medically it would be ill-advised because I have an artery running to my foreskin.
Yeah, it's not good to chop that off.
Either way, I want to talk about a movie I saw. It's called Guns Akimbo, and it stars Daniel Radcliffe, one of the 3 men who I would let do whatever they want to me. Daniel Radcliffe, if you're watching, come to my house. You can come in my ear, fuck me, doesn't matter. Whatever you want.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh. Daniel Radcliffe, everybody. Harry Potter himself, except for where's your scar?
Mama stole it.
His mom, as we all know.
是街头妓女。
We have a guest on today's show, and that would be Andrew over here.
Hello.
Andrew, you gained notoriety recently on social media for saying that you endorse Donald Trump. You just wish he was more racist. How do you back these claims?
Well, fuck. I'm sorry, guys.
Now, Nicholas,
Yes.
I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. She says she wants me to be a cuck, and she was hoping you would be the bull. Are you up for this?
That would be no problem as long as I can be the little spoon at times.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, you are aware that my girlfriend weighs 400 pounds. Either way, talk to me after the show. I want you to fuck my girlfriend.
It's gonna happen.
Now, for the weather report, I would like to add that it is 20 degrees right now. It is actually freezing, and our first cameraman died of AIDS. Unrelated. This episode, by the way, is sponsored by Lucky Strike cigarettes. Lucky Strike cigarettes. If you don't smoke them, you're a pussy. Now, pussy. I was told by your father the other day that he would not adopt me. Care to comment?
I wouldn't either.
Mean, Nick. Really mean. In other news, China. Man, what the f***? China.
I went there personally. I saw many dead celebrities that, well, at least we thought we were dead. And it was an odd circumstance because, honestly, I didn't expect Michael Jackson to be there. He was in a nightclub, and he had 2 very small girls next to him. Now, because of the stature that they have over there in that country, you know, they're usually around 5'5", 5'6". I was unaware that they were not underage at that time, which really surprised me.
There's one thing that he missed. When he saw Michael Jackson, he just went,
Baba Booey.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Jeffrey Epstein was right.
I never disagreed.
Unpopular opinion, Jeffrey Epstein, good man, good person. The only thing he's not good at, killing himself. Amen.
Amen.
Now, Andrew, it was told to me by a close and dear friend that you are specifically interested in girls that have birthmarks on their face.
Well, ever since I was a young kid, I've been very interested in Playboy Cardi, and he also has a birthmark on his face, and I love his music. So I made it a goal, the only women that I would ever have sexual interactions with had to have a birthmark on their face, or else, because it just reminds me of that music, you know?
It's personal to your soul.
Yes, it's something that's very deep, heartfelt, you know, emotion. If she don't got a birthmark on her face right here, like this big, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Breaking news in the forecast today, there's ash on Kashu's leg. I'm wondering if a volcano may have exploded in the area, but I'm not sure on that. So today we're going to go to our bodyguard who is in the field, and he apparently has seen it firsthand. Personally, I'm so glad that we hired him for the very, very minimal wage of 25 cents an hour, but he has seemed to enjoy it. Also, he does not speak any language from what I've seen, so personally, I don't think he'd even care.
I once heard him communicate via squeaks like a dolphin.
Yeah.
And I've seen him swim before, and he can actually travel at 60 miles per hour underwater. Honestly, I think he's a dolphin.
Wow.
I think you hired a dolphin as a bodyguard. Now, in other news, bears and their place in society. Now, a bear is much different from an otter. An otter is a smaller, more manageable gay man, wherein a bear is a larger, bulkier gay man. Now, I like to say talk about planks. Yes, a twink is kind of like a twink. The only difference being that a twink is more monogamous. Now, I've been thinking, and I can honestly say I'm surprised at how many of them love rap music.
What were we talking about?
I was talking about my parents' divorce. Dad, I hate you. Never talk to me again. Well spoken, bodyguard friend.
Cut. We gotta get the dolphin offset. Hi, welcome to part 2 of the Field Night Show. I'm Nick.
I'm Larou. And honestly, I don't see why people are upset when they pick up a prostitute and it's a transsexual. Me personally, it's like a surprise package. I'm hiring a prostitute to peg me with a rubber cock.
Except for you get the real thing.
Exactly.
Ain't that wonderful?
It's a wonderful experience. And Shay Wan, if you're listening, I love you, babe. Andrew, what are your top 3 favorite Nicolas Cage movies?
Now, before I have to answer this question, I have to take my shirt off. Now, let me answer this question. Let's say National Treasure 1, National Treasure 2, and Scarface. Al Pacino wasn't in Scarface.
I can believe that. Nicolas Cage is a very diverse actor, but he is also a very giving lover.
That is true. He has given me a lot of love.
He has also barebacked me several times. In fact, he's offered to wear a condom. I've straight up told him I want that seed inside me. I said, put me in the cage, Mr. Cage.
It's not about the sexual part. It's about the emotional part, the draw to him. His personality went off camera. On camera, it's quite corny. Off camera, it seems so real.
Nicolas Cage, if you're listening, I invite you to fill my urethra. Now, this is a skill that I have acquired over several generations and a lot of help from my cousin, but I can take a full-on rocket pop and I can stick it in my urethra. And then I can pull up the foreskin, the excess foreskin that I have, and it just leaves the wooden tip sticking out, and I use that to toast marshmallows at parties.
I'm worried about maybe someone coming up and saying, why the fuck is there a dolphin in your backyard?
Honestly, I've had sex with manatees. If I got sent back in time, okay, and I don't like time travel, but if I got sent back in time, I wouldn't want to touch anything for fear of altering the future. If I were accosted by a T-Rex, my best bet would be jumping up into its vagina and trying to pleasure it to the point that it no longer wants to kill me. Give that T-Rex some good loving.
Would they call it a T-spot?
Possibly. Now, I've always wanted to see two T-Rexes fuck. How do you think that would work?
Can we keep playing? Can we cut?
Now, I invited my grandma here today. She is from Mother Russia. Her name is Zedfar. Babushka, how are you doing in the America?
Suka bliet.
She says she hates Obama.
Obama's stupid.
Well said. Well said. Nick, I saw your penis earlier in the urinal. I gotta say, I didn't know where it ended and your bush began. Your bush truly is a national treasure.
What can I say? It's well maintained. It's like a bonsai tree, except for the tree is my dick.
It looks like if Pinocchio were Afghani. Now, Nick, you actually had a small part in a Hollywood movie recently. Care to tell us about that?
Yeah, it was called Epstein's Treasure. So we went to, what was it, St. James Island. We filmed a couple of things. You know, we went down into the little temple area. And little did you know, there were no children. It was just a big D&D game.
Now, you were also disguised as a 12-year-old Taiwanese boy. Do you think maybe that gave you away?
I don't want to think it did, because I did get fucked in the ass twice. But personally, yeah.
Now, we'd like to cut to my grandma. Babushka, how are you dealing with the death of Grandpa?
Honestly, lots of vodka. It really numbs the pain.
Babushka, how many drinks have you had?
About 43.
And it's not even dinner yet. You got a long way to go.
I know. Yeah.
Now, the time currently, it is 3 ZM. We're not on Earth.
Personally, it's weird being on Jupiter because I've been hallucinating this whole time.
I mean, we can have a debate back and
Get
forth
away.
about,
Get away. Oh. Okay, so personally, the gases right now are making me see a lot of fractals right now. Now, I'm wondering if they may have LSD in the atmosphere.
I don't know. All I know is, Daniel Radcliffe, I'd like you to visit my anus instead of your anus. Daniel Radcliffe, if you're watching this, please fuck me. I've done blackface 3 occasions in my life. None of them went well. They were all funerals too, so.
Well, they said dress in all black. Babushka, how are you doing right now on the 3 bottles of Smirnoff that you got?
I see my husband.
You good?
I miss it. I miss my husband. I miss my husband. Oh, I'm really drunk. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, my husband wasn't there.
Babushka, ever since you got down from the vodka-induced psychosis, how are you feeling?
I still miss my husband.
My grandfather, he was a hero in Russia. He went by many names. A great man, a great countryman, and Joseph Stalin.
God damn, that was him?
Yeah, he was a terrible man. At poker, he was great in every other way. We should bring back child labor. In my munitions factory, which is located in East Benghazi,
Call our manager. We're hiring.
there are shells that I cannot fit my hands in. And that is a perfect job for Vietnamese orphans.
Personally, for the children, didn't matter if they died or not, you know, you could always replace them with more children.
Exactly.
They're just coming out like rabbits at that time. And, you know, if we can do the same thing now, we'll make it work. You know, raise them at a young age, just like Epstein did, and groom them into becoming perfect little workers.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree, and I endorse that statement.
There are no sexual abuse cases in our factory.
There's a few. We'd now like to cut to Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne, what are you doing here and not in Hollywood?
I'm touching children.
Now, as I concluded earlier, Daniel Radcliffe, please fuck me and smoke Lucky Strike cigarettes.
Lucky Strike cigarettes. Don't be a pussy.
Yeah. Until next time, I'm Kashu Larou.
And I'm Nick.
She's not coming home.
两个男人在一个领域。
This is a certified
Brand Name Entertainment
classic.
Follow Brand Name Entertainment on OnlyFans.
You should have subscribed to Brand Name Entertainment.
Come on, babushka.